What's up guys and welcome to my video. In this video I am going to cover top 10 anime TV shows on post-apocalypse genre where there is either gruesome fights or something that will cheer you up. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Without any delay, let's get into the video. In the number 10, humanity has declined. Because of the constantly declining birth rates over many decades, human civilization is all but extinct. With only a few humans remaining, they survive in this world with what was left behind by the previous generations. Earth is now dominated by fairies, tiny creatures with extremely advanced technology, an obsession with candy, and a complete disregard for human safety. A young girl who has just finished her studies returns to her hometown and is designated as an official United Nations arbitrator. Her duty is to serve as a link between mankind and fairies, reassuring each side that both races can live together peacefully. She imagines this task will be easy enough, but controlling the disasters created by the oblivious fairies in their pursuit of candy will require a lot more effort than she initially believes. So far, all anime series about the end of the world you've seen has been mainly depressing or ominous. That's Why Humanity Has Declined is a unique anime on the apocalypse genre. Despite the post-apocalyptic tag, it's wacky and definitely something to cheer you up. In the number 9, Black Bullet. In the year 2021, a parasitic virus known as Gastria infects humans and turns them into monsters. What is left of mankind now lives within the monolith walls that are made of varanium, the only material that can hurt Gastria. To counter the threat that the Gastria pose, cursed children, female children whose bodies contain trace amounts of the virus which grant them superhuman abilities, officially called initiators by the Tendo Civil Security, are given partners called promoters, people who work to guide and protect the young initiators. These teams of 2 are sent out on missions to fight the monsters created by the Gastria virus and keep them at bay. Black Bullet revolves around the team of Enju Ihara, an initiator, and Satomi Rentaro, a promoter, as they go on missions to fight the growing threat of Gastria in their hometown of Tokyo. This is a valid anime that you will really enjoy. Black Bullet is post-apocalyptical world anime that is filled with lots of action, mystery and sci-fi themes. In the number 8, Shinsekai Yori, From the New World. About 1,000 years into the future, civilization has been retrograded and humans are living dispersed within small communities. People in this era have a psychic power called Jirioku, which materializes things they imagine. In the absence of advanced scientific technology, people are using this power as a major source of energy. One day, a girl called Saki, along with her friends, finds a small archive robot outside the town. It records the ancient history of humans. It tells them that Jirioku was found in the 21st century and the discovery caused a world war between psychics and non-psychics. The psychics won this war and thus their reign of terror began. When the adults in town figure out that the children discovered this forbidden knowledge, they seal their Jirioku and exile them. Saki and the others end up in a forest where they meet a huge hairless bipedal mouse known as a Bakenazumi, and get involved in a violent war the creatures are currently engaged in. Accepting these roles, however, might not come easy when faced with the dark and shocking truths of society, and the impending havoc born from the new world. In the number 7, Tokyo Magnitude 8.0. As suggested by the name, this apocalyptic anime tells the story about middle school student Mirai Onizawa is dissatisfied with her family circumstances and, in a moment of frustration, wishes to tear everything apart. Unfortunately, these destructive thoughts seem to come true in the form of a magnitude 8.0 earthquake just a few moments later. When summer vacation begins, Mirai reluctantly takes her younger brother Yuki to where a robot exhibition that he wanted to go to is being held. However, while they are in the exhibition center, the fury of a major earthquake shakes the Kanto region. Helpless, both kids witness the devastating power of this natural disaster as it brings the city to its knees. In its aftermath, they stumble upon Mari Kusakabe, a motorcyclist and single mother who decides to help the young siblings. Aiming to return to their homes and reunite with their families, the group sets off on a long and hard journey through the decimated city. This is an amazing post-apocalypse anime TV show that started in July 2009 and lasted 11 episodes before ending. In the number 6. High School of the Dead. High School of the Dead is one of the best apocalypse anime series. It happened suddenly, the dead began to rise and Japan was thrown into total chaos, as these monsters begin terrorizing a high school. Takashi is forced to kill his friend when he gets bitten and joins the Walking Dead. Vowing to protect Rei Miyamoto, the girlfriend of the man he just killed, they narrowly escape the death trap of a school. Only to be greeted with a society that has already fallen. Soon Takashi and Rei team up with other students to find their family members and uncover what caused this overwhelming pandemic, but will the combined strength of these individuals be enough to conquer this undead apocalypse? High School of the Dead is an unquestionable requirement for post-apocalypse anime of the zombie sort. The anime follows secondary school understudies in Tokyo, attempting to endure the zombie torment and return to their families. It works really hard of playing into exemplary zombie class sayings while introducing further subjects of dread and the deficiency of expectation. In the number 5. Guilty Crown. In Japan 2039, 10 years after the outbreak of the apocalypse virus, an event solemnly regarded as Lost Christmas, the once proud nation has fallen under the rule of the GHQ, an independent military force dedicated to restoring order. Funeral Parlor, a guerrilla group led by the infamous Guy Tsutsugami, act as freedom fighters, offering the only resistance to GHQ's cruel despotism. Honori Yuzuriha, a key member of Funeral Parlor, runs into the weak and unsociable Shuoma during a crucial operation, which results in him obtaining the power of kings, an ability which allows the wielder to draw out the manifestations of an individual's personality, or voids. Now an unwilling participant in the struggle against GHQ, Shu must learn to control his newfound power if he is to help take back Japan once and for all. It is a post-apocalyptic show takes place in a futuristic setting. In the number 4. Owari no Seraph. With the appearance of a mysterious virus that kills everyone above the age of 13, mankind becomes enslaved by previously hidden, power-hungry vampires who emerge in order to subjugate society with the promise of protecting the survivors. In exchange for donations of their blood, among these survivors are Yuichiro and Michaela Hayakuya, two young boys who are taken captive from an orphanage, along with other children whom they consider family. Discontent with being treated like livestock under the vampire's cruel reign, Michaela hatches a rebellious escape plan that is ultimately doomed to fail. The only survivor to come out on the other side is Yuichiro, who is found by the Moon Demon Company, a military unit dedicated to exterminating the vampires in Japan. Many years later, now a member of the Japanese Imperial Demon Army, Yuichiro is determined to take revenge on the creatures that slaughtered his family, but at what cost? Owari no Seraph is a post-apocalyptic supernatural shonen anime that follows a young man's search for retribution, all the while battling for friendship and loyalty against seemingly impossible odds. In the number 3. Darling in Franxx. In the distant future, humanity has been driven to near extinction by giant beasts known as klaxosaurs, forcing the surviving humans to take refuge in massive fortress cities called plantations. Children raised here are trained to pilot giant mechas known as Franxx, the only weapons known to be effective against the klaxosaurs, in boy-girl pairs. Bred for the sole purpose of piloting these machines, these children know nothing of the outside world and are only able to prove their existence by defending their race. Hiro, an aspiring Franxx pilot, has lost his motivation and self-confidence after failing an aptitude test. Hiro retreats to a forest lake, where he encounters a mysterious girl with two horns growing out of her head. She introduces herself by her codename 02, which is known to belong to an infamous Franxx pilot known as the Partner Killer. Before Hiro can digest the encounter, the plantation is rocked by a sudden klaxosaur attack. Finding her partner dead, 02 invites Hiro to pilot the mecha with her, and the duo easily defeats the klaxosaur in the ensuing fight. With a new partner by his side, Hiro has been given a chance at redemption for his past failures. But what are the consequences going to be like? In the number 2. Dr. Stone. After 5 years of harboring unspoken feelings, high schooler Taiju Uki is finally ready to confess his love to Yuzuri Hirogawa. Just when Taiju begins his confession, a blinding green light strikes the earth and petrifies mankind around the world, turning every single human into stone. Several millennia later, Taiju awakens to find the modern world completely non-existent. As nature has flourished in the years humanity stood still, among a stone world of statues, Taiju encounters one other living human, his science-loving friend Senku, who has been active for a few months. Taiju learns that Senku has developed a grand scheme to launch the complete revival of civilization with science. Taiju's brawn and Senku's brains combine to forge a formidable partnership. And they soon uncover a method to revive those petrified. However, Senku's master plan is threatened when his ideologies are challenged by those who awaken. All the while, the reason for mankind's petrification remains unknown. Senku attempted to comprehend his current environmental factors after the string to another secretive universe before using research to support his everyday life. In the number 1. Attack on Titan. Centuries ago, mankind was slaughtered to near extinction by monstrous humanoid creatures called Titans, forcing humans to hide in fear behind enormous concentric walls. To ensure their survival, the remnants of humanity began living within defensive barriers, resulting in 100 years without a single Titan encounter. However, that fragile calm is soon shattered when a colossal Titan manages to breach the supposedly impregnable outer wall, reigniting the fight for survival against the man-eating abominations. After witnessing a horrific personal loss at the hands of the invading creatures, Eren Yeager dedicates his life to their eradication by enlisting into the Survey Corps, an elite military unit that combats the merciless humanoids outside the protection of the walls. Attack on Titan follows Eren, along with his adopted sister Mikasa Ackerman and his childhood friend Armin Arlet, as they join the brutal war against the Titans. Attack on Titan doesn't hold back when it comes to the Titans' gruesome death scenes, and the deaths get more brutal as this action post-apocalyptic series progresses. If you haven't seen Attack on Titan yet, do yourself a favor and do so as soon as possible. With that, we have reached the end of our video. Do you agree with our list? Let me know it in the comments below. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get the update every single time we upload. Make sure to like this video and share it with your friends. Thank you for watching, and see you all next time.